Good morning and welcome to the Two Good Souls event, Pasco County Employee Day of Caring Shoes and Socks Drive. What an exciting day, and it's hard to believe that today is here already, and we'll just see behind me how many shoes and socks we've already had donated to this very special drive, and we're going to have a final tally for you here in a couple minutes. You'll be able to hear that. County Administrator Michelle Baker on my right joins me in thanking all of you this morning for your hard work and effort in sharing in this special event. Would you please rise now as the Ridgewood High School Navy, ROTC, presents the colors. Would you please remove your hats as the Ridgewood High School Chorus sings our national anthem. Thank you. Pasco County Commissioner representing District 4, Mike Wells, joins us now to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, please be seated. Our first speaker this morning is the Honorable Mike Wells, District 4.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm honored here to not only be your county commissioner, but I'm also a graduate of Ridgewood High School, 1990. So go Rams. I know Mr. Kren right now is looking down, and he's proud of me, and he's proud of each one of you and what we're doing here to help our youth in Pasco County, and especially at Ridgewood High School. So I can't say enough great things about that man, and he's helped guide me. So I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that. So just want to take a minute and thank you very much for the school board, and thank you really, really, truly to all the great employees, teammates we have at the county, not only just the county, but all the constitutionals. Everybody stepped up here. I believe the number was over 1,100 shoes donated to kids in this county that need them. It's an unbelievable honor to be here, and thank you, Principal Murphy, and her staff and students for making this a reality. So thank you again for everything.
I'd also like to introduce some other dignitaries that are expected to be here. The Honorable Jack Mariano, I know he was expected to be here, and hopefully we'll be able to have him. Please give him a round of applause as well. I know he had a tight schedule, and Commissioner Wells also has another event that he has to run to as well, so he may be leaving us shortly. Our constitutional officers this morning, the Honorable Mike Fasano, Pasco Tax Collector. You're going to be hearing a little bit more of what the tax collector did along with Pasco County Government, but they did a wonderful job and are responsible for many of the shoes that you see behind me. Representing the Pasco School Board, we're honored to have with us this morning from District 4, Allison Crumbly, a board member as well. Thank you. District 5, Steve Lukehart, as well, a board member of the Pasco School Board. Also representing the Pasco School District, or from the Pasco School District this morning, we have Linda Cobb, Communications and Government Relations Director. Linda, thank you for your support during this event. Todd Clough, the Area Superintendent for the Northwest Region, is expected to be here as well. And Dave Chamberlain, I know, is in the audience. He's the Supervisor in Student Services, so he'll be helping us accept the award. Please give Dave Chamberlain a round of applause as well. When we were looking for a venue for this special event, we worked closely with the school district. We reached out to Linda, and she recommended this school. And I tell you, working with the principal from Ridgewood High School, Angela Murphy, has been nothing but extraordinary. And thank you very much, Angela. She's off to our right. And Eric Hermanson, Ridgewood High School, very helpful. Our special thanks to our student greeters of Ridgewood High School, and thanks to the Ridgewood High School Chorus and the Navy Junior ROTC. Please give them a round of applause. Weren't they wonderful? I do want to recognize with the Navy Junior ROTC Commander Michael Cheatham and Master Sergeant Pete Hodges, who made that possible. So please give them a round of applause as well. Also, I'm told Representative Amanda Murphy's aide is here as well. Please stand. Thank you very much. Pasco County Administrator, my boss, Michelle Baker, off to the right as well. Pasco County Assistant County Administrators, Flip Mellinger for Utility Services. Heather Grimes with Assistant County Administrator, Internal Services Branch. And Kathy Pearson, there she is, I was looking for her. Assistant County Administrator for Public Services Branch. And can we get a round of applause for everyone for their support making this event happen? And now we will hear from our speakers. Our first speaker representing the Pasco School Board, Miss Allison Crumbly, District 4.
My husband would want me to point out I'm Mrs., but that's okay. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. It's an honor to be here, and I really appreciate it. As of 2 hours ago, I thought I was going out of town, and it got canceled, so I'm really happy that I got to be here. And I'm looking at this sea, absolute sea of shoes, and the efforts of all of you. I don't know that, well, obviously you probably do, or you wouldn't have put the effort in, but we have students who are going to be so grateful for these shoes. Some of us don't understand what some of our kids go home to, and this is tremendous. So I commend all of your efforts, everyone who is involved. Thank you so much. And from the school board and the district offices, we can't thank you enough for this collaborative effort. I love that, and the word that comes to mind is synergy, and the outcome you get when groups come together is greater than the two groups themselves. So I hope we can do more of these type of efforts, and just from the heart, can't thank you enough. And you just don't know how many eyes are going to be teary-eyed and how many lives will be changed by a pair of shoes and socks. So thank you.
The Two Good Souls shoe and sock drive could not be successful without the help of those in attendance, of those who participated in support of the school district, the county, and constitutional leaders who all made this possible. Making a special presentation of the donation would Assistant County Administrator Kathy Pearson and Pasco School Board member Allison Crumbly. Please move forward.
Thank you, thank you. He's got a script here for me to read, and I'm shaking because I'm so humble of what Pasco County has done for the students. You know, we were asked and we thought we needed to give back to the community, and the staff was saying, what can we do, what can we do? And then this idea came up, and for the first annual ever I am just so humbled at the staff and what they've done, and they really took it on as a challenge. They really do want to give back to our community, and they definitely have showed it today. So a round of applause for all of you guys. So we want to recognize the departments in the Pasco County. So administrative and legislative section, which was Michelle's and Mark Bellis's section. We have public safety, which is Chief Casson. We have public services, yours truly. We have internal services, which is Miss Heather. We have utilities, which is Mr. Flip, and then development services is Don Rosenthal. And so together, we made it happen, guys. We made it happen, yay. And then we want to thank our partners, because we couldn't have done it without the other constitutional offices. The sheriff's office participated, the property appraiser, and of course the tax collector, Mike Fasano's group, did a great job also. So the total amount collected was 1,117 pair of shoes and 1,583 pairs of socks. And I got to give out a special thanks. And I got to give a special thanks to Internal Services, and I know you're going to hear the story a little bit later from Michelle on that. They were our winners. We did trophies today, and they were our winners of collecting the most. And so congratulations, Internal Services. And for the constitutional officers, of course, who would have guessed? It's Mike Fasano's group that does it. So congratulations to the tax collector's office and all their great efforts. He's going to be buying a lot of pizzas. So on behalf of us, all of us from Pasco County, employees, constitutional officers, and partners, we are proud, Pasco proud, to be donating these wonderful new shoes and socks to the school. And so thank you very much for being here and being part of it. Thank you. Did I say anything?
I think I've already said it, but thanks. There will be much gratitude when they get their shoes.
Awesome.
Believe me.
And so we want to introduce, I want to bring up next the project manager who did this, really organized this, and I drove her crazy for the last probably 90 days because I was freaking out about this whole thing, and I'm just a very wah person anyway, and she would every day say, it's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be great. So Miss Vanessa Anderson Rosa, I couldn't have done it without you, so please come up and be recognized. She's awesome. You have to talk loud.
Hi, I'm gonna have to talk loud. I'm not used to doing that, so bear with me. But I just wanted to really say thank you. Mostly, working for Pasco County, it's been a really welcoming work culture. Everybody is very giving, and that's everybody's helping hands really made this possible. And over this past weekend, I heard a small story that I wanted to share. I heard it for the first time. Many have probably already heard it before, but it's about a gentleman who's walking the beach and it is littered with starfish. And it's after a large storm and he sees a boy out in the distance taking a starfish and throwing it back into the ocean. And he asks him, he says, there's no way you're gonna be able to make any kind of difference. There's just thousands of these starfish everywhere. And the boy took up a starfish and threw it into the ocean. He said, well, it made a world of difference to that one. And over the course of this project, the question has been, well, I might only be able to do a little bit. Well, that little bit added up to a lot. So a lot of difference was made. Those pretty much just a giant thank you to everyone across the board. Definitely could not have planned any of this without everybody. So thank you.
Way to go.
Thank you. Thank you, Vanessa. I'm sorry I drove you crazy too, so thank you. So our next speaker, I'm going to proudly introduce Michelle Baker, our county administrator, and she's going to take it from here.
Thank you. So the lady with the biggest voice gets the microphone to work. Hey, that's nice. When we were talking with the employees earlier, I shared with them how every day I'm so proud to work with Pasco County, because we serve our community to create a better future every day in small ways and in big ways. And you know, when we did this call to action to our employees, we knew we were asking them to go above and beyond, because every day they're serving citizens in our community in small ways and big ways. But they wanted to take it on, and I am just super proud because, you know, as Ms. Crumbly has already, Mrs. Crumbly has already said, please don't tell him I said that. He'll be mad at me. Said, you know, these shoes will make a difference to children that are attending our schools at a time in their lives when the peer pressure is such that, you know, not having good shoes can actually make a difference in how a child feels about themselves and the self-confidence and the esteem in which they hold themselves. And so, you know, our employees have done an excellent job, and I know that between the constitutional officers and the employees, next year it'll be even bigger and better. But it was huge for a first event, and I'm super proud of everybody that did that. And I was made aware of a story, and I made Jesse come up earlier and tell his story, but for his sake, I'm going to just tell his story in a shortened version. But, you know, Jesse works for facilities management, and he knew that many of his peers that he worked with probably wouldn't go shopping. But he wanted to, you know, have a way to engage them in really making a difference. And so he solicited them for money. It's so much easier sometimes for us to reach into our pocket and pull money out. And Jesse put together over $2,000, close to $2,500. And then he and his wife went to Payless and struck a deal with them. They had discounts in sales and BOGO coupons. And Payless allowed them to use the money and use the BOGOs and the discounts in order to buy extra shoes. And so I don't remember the total number of shoes that Jesse was able to procure, something like 240 pairs of shoes. But he and his wife had to go to multiple Payless locations over multiple nights because they had to buy them 2 pairs at a time. So, Jesse, you exemplify our core values, and we appreciate your service excellence here in this community. Thank you. That's right. So, everybody who was involved, thank you so much. You know, for some it was a small thing, for some it was a big thing. But for all of the children who are going to receive the shoes, it's going to be a huge thing. So thank you very much for that. And finally, before I wrap up, I did notice that Commissioner Mariano was able to join us. Thank you, sir, for being here with us today. So thank you, everyone, for coming out today. Thank you for your donations. And we do have some refreshments here. Please take advantage of it. And again, one more time, huge round of applause for everybody. Great job.